killed Nolan?
Okay, you guys, we have to talk about this. I have been seeing the Nolan Wells case all over my feed, literally everywhere. And the backlash has been completely insane. Everyone has an opinion, right? But today we are actually hearing from the one person who was right there. Nolan's best friend, Warren. Now, before we hit play on Officer Tatum's interview with Warren, part 1 today, you need to know that Warren's own friends were apparently so terrified of the threats and violence against their lives that they will not even speak. But Warren is stepping up, y'all. We're here for the facts, only for the facts. Is he being brave? Or is this some type of damage control? Personally, I believe these guys did not do anything wrong. They might have left their friend or something like that, but I'm talking about when it comes to unaliving somebody or bad intentions or anything like that. I personally don't believe they done that. They probably did leave their friend when they should not have left their friend, if we're going to be real here. If that's the case, then okay. Yeah. But I personally don't believe he did anything terribly wrong. But I know there are thousands of others that think differently. So let's look at part 1 of Officer Tatum's interview with Warren. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, for the discussions, or just being here. I truly enjoy having each and every one of you here. Make sure you comment your thoughts, get your drink, settle in, and let's get into it.
All right, Warren, we had a chance to get to know each other over the last, 2 days. Went out to Horn Island. So I've had an opportunity to talk to you about a few things. And the things that you've told me have literally blown my mind. But the world haven't had a chance yet to hear your story, to hear Nolan's story through you, through his friend. And it's not just you, it's a bunch of y'all. But, you know, some of the other guys were afraid because of the threats and the violence that's been threatened against their lives and all of the above. But you decided that you wanted to take this bold step and give a statement and, you know, get your side out here.
The very first thing he says, did you kill Nolan? Right out of the gate, did you kill Nolan? Can you imagine? Most people would probably walk out, but Warren stays. Officer Tatum mentions they've been together for 2 days, him and Warren. They even went out to the island where it happened. Warren says he's taken this bold step because the world has not heard Nolan's story through the eyes of his best friend yet. Just pay attention to his face here, you guys. Does he look nervous to you? Or is he just tired of the rumors? And yes, I am playing devil's advocate. Is it this? Is it that? I don't know. You decide. Let me know what you think in the comments.
I want to start at the very beginning of all of this and ask you, what was your relationship like with Nolan? Who was he to you?
Nolan, I could describe Nolan in a million ways. I mean, Nolan was not just a best friend of me, but he was a brother. I grew up through elementary, middle school, high school, and even our freshman year of college. You know, we talked on the phone all the time. We were really close friends, and I mean, Nolan was like a brother to me, and Nolan lit up every room he walked in. He always had a smile on his face. He always had something good to say. I've never seen Nolan get in an argument with somebody and say bad things about someone. You know, there's a lot of people that talk crap nowadays, and Nolan was never that person. Sweetest soul ever, and I mean, I had a great relationship with Nolan. I've never got in an argument with Nolan. We were super close, and I've never said or will ever have anything bad to say about Nolan Wells.
He says he could describe Nolan in a million ways. They were not just friends. They were brothers. From elementary school all the way through college. He says Nolan lit up every room and was the sweetest soul who never argued with anyone. Honestly, it is heartbreaking. Warren says he's never said anything bad about him, and he never will. if this is some type of cover up, he is playing this grieving brother role perfectly. But if anything is real that anyone is saying, man, it's heavy. It's kind of a very heavy topic anyway, when you get into it, because nobody truly knows at this point.
Yeah, and you guys, you said you kind of grew up together. Mm-hmm. Did you know his mom, or how was that? Because I saw in the media where it appears that she may have said, or at least I saw in part, that she said as if she didn't know any of you guys.
Right. Well, Nolan a lot of the times was at like my house and at my buddy's house. We never went to Nolan's house and hung out. I mean, and my friend group's very, very tight knit. I mean, we hang out every day when we're back home from school. In high school, we hung out most weekdays and every day on the weekend. And I mean, we were never at Nolan's house, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But I met his father, and I mean, in 8th grade, that's when Nolan and I like got really close. It was COVID year, and we were in class all year long together, me and a couple of my buddies, and Nolan and I just got super tight because we'd go to Waffle House once a week together, eat, and I mean, we were just super, super close. But his dad would swing by Waffle House, you know, and like, you know, hang out around us, but never. You know, I was never around Nolan's parents a lot, but I mean, that didn't change our relationship any. Nolan and I were still just as close, and he was just as close with my friends as, you know, anyone else. So.
All right, guys. So here is where it gets a little messy. The media reported that Nolan's mom basically did not know these guys at all. They have been friends since elementary school, and she has no idea who these guys are at all. Like, period. It's understandable if you don't really know them, like they're not around a lot or something like that, but you know their name, you know probably where they live, especially if your kid is going over there a lot, you know. I don't know. But Warren's explanation, he says that they were a very, very tight-knit group. But they always hung out at Warren's house or other friends' houses. They never hung out at Nolan's house. That's also a little odd to me. I don't know. Is that odd to you? That they never, ever hung out at Nolan's house? He says he met Nolan's dad at Waffle House once a week, but he wasn't around the parents much at all. They wasn't around, just like I'm saying, like they know of each other, this and that. They're just not around each other a lot, which makes complete sense. Does that feel weird to you? Hanging out every single day since the 8th grade. What he said elementary school, but people say in 8th grade also, I don't know. But never, ever, ever going to his house. I need your all's thoughts in the comments, for real. If your best friend's parents knew you, because this feels like a major disconnect. Comment. I'm sure majority of us, our best friend's parents, knows of us.
And walk me through the day of 4th of July where you guys were all going out.
Right.
This seems like something that I would assume that may have occurred more than just this year.
Yeah, of course.
Was it something that you guys did more than just this year? This is a 2-part question. I want to know, is it something that you guys typically did together, that you hang out often in this fashion? And then I want you to then walk me through 4th of July this year when the incident happened.
Okay. You know, being from the Gulf Coast, there's boating and fishing is very, very popular. The 4th of July, every year, my friends and I, or my family and I, are out on the water. I mean, that's the one day is guaranteed everybody's going out. And that's a known thing. Everybody's trying to get a ride out to Horn Island, or, you know, people go to Ship Island, but most of everybody from Ocean Springs and the Gulf Coast go to Horn Island. And, you know, we went last year. Nolan was on the boat with me last year, and he was, I mean, this was a common thing. My friends go on the boat when we're home. Very, very common. That's what we like to do. My friends like to fish also, and like to go on the boat. Not just fishing, but like to go on the boat, like to go on sunset cruises, like to do it all, you know, on the water, you know. And I mean, Nolan loved to do that too. I mean, he was not like he was just like everyone else in our friend group. He loved to go in the water and, have a good time with the guys. And that's what we did a lot. But 4th of July, everybody was out there. Like I said, like Nolan was always trying to go on the boat, trying to go out there with us. And he was always welcome to come. Nolan was always out there with us. And, but starting 4th of July, my buddies and I had talked about this week's upcoming. Everybody's very, very excited for the 4th of July from down here. Like it's a big thing.
It's a big deal.
Very, very big deal. And I actually stayed with Nolan that night at my buddy's house, and I woke up at my buddy's house, and we went to McDonald's, got food. Nolan was not with me, and I went and got breakfast. I had my buddy's boat hooked up to my truck, and first I ran to my house, then I went to McDonald's and came back, and the boat was already hooked up to my truck. My buddy Wyatt and I went, and with my buddy, and we went, filled the top of the boat off, loaded it down with ice, and just got everything ready. Then Wyatt went and put his smaller boat in the water, which is the Palm Beach. He's an 18-foot Palm Beach, and I drove the boat from Fort Bayou Boat Launch to my buddy's grandparents' house, and that's where we all planned to meet up that day. And
you say we all, who are you talking about? You, Nolan, and how many people are going to meet you guys there?
We had roughly 20 to 30 people coming on 3 separate boats with us. And so we were all following each other out there as one big group. It wasn't just me and Nolan and a couple other of my buddies. There was 20 or 30 people spread out where we all met at the dock before, and then we departed to go to Horn Island. It wasn't just a couple of us. I mean, there were so many people, we had to split up between 3 boats, and we all left and all got there at the same time.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that's clear, because the statements that are out there made it appear that it was just you, Nolan, and probably 2 or 3 other guys, and y'all are the only ones that went out to this island.
And that's completely incorrect. I mean, Horn Island on the 4th of July is the most popular day to be on the water on, throughout the entire Gulf Coast. I mean, everybody and their mom is on the water on 4th of July, There's no telling. I mean, roughly probably 2 to 3, maybe even 4,000 people out there. There were boats lined up off the island. I mean, there was 3 rows of boats all the way until my vision ended, until I could see of people there was 1 row of boats, and then there was another row of boats, and then there was a 3rd row of boats.
Yeah.
I mean, there was people lined up all up and down the island to where, who knows? And that wasn't just, we were parked on the north side, on the west tip. It wasn't just there. I mean, there's tons of people packed out on the south side and on the east end and in the middle of the island. But just where we were, there was easily 1,000 people. It wasn't just us.
This right here is a huge truth bomb. The internet made it sound like there was like 3 or 4 guys on a lonely island, right? Warren says no. There was 20 to 30 people in their group alone, spread across 3 different boats. Come on, guys. We know 4th of July, people love to go boating. USA, they go out on their boats. So many people do that. And I'm sure Horn Island is no different, right? And Warren says that Horn Island on the 4th of July is the most popular day. I completely understand that. And we're talking 2,000 to 4,000 people out there. Boats were lined up 3 rows deep for miles, as far as his vision could go, he said. So if something happened, how did nobody, not one single person, see anything? It was not a deserted island. It was a massive party. Let's get back into it.
Let's go back a little bit. I want to go back to you guys at the dock, getting on the boat. You're saying there's multiple people, probably 20 or 30 people getting on 3 boats.
Right.
What boat were you on, and what boat was Nolan on?
Nolan was on Wyatt's 22 Triton. On the way out, I went with my buddy Bart, because we had a lot of friends from college coming down, and I called Bart that morning. I was like, hey man, can you take your boat out? And he was like, yeah, well, my dad's decided not to go, and I'll take the boat and I'll take you and your friends. Of course, I mean, he's a buddy of mine. And so Bart pulled up at the dock, and I mean, I rode out there with Bart and a lot of the girls that go to college with my friends and I, and Nolan rode out on the Triton, and then we had a Palm Beach, 18 Palm Beach. There was 4 guys on that. There was like 8 people on the Triton, and then there was 8 or 9 people on the Triton, and then there was the rest of the group, which was ranged from maybe 10 to 15 or 16 people on my buddy's tide line, which is 24 tide line.
And so you guys get on, and I know a little bit more than the audience do because we went out there a little earlier because I wanted to see exactly what the drive was like, what the dock was like, how far it is out there.
Of course.
But I want you to tell, the audience, like, what was this trip like? How was the waters? Did you guys do anything in between the time you rode and the time you get to the island? And was there music? Is it like a big party? Like, what is that?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously music's blasting. It's 4th of July, man. I mean, everybody's really excited. And I mean, we had a lot of people loaded down. So obviously our biggest, we're just trying to make sure everybody, gets out there safe. And so, I mean, on the way out there, it was pretty calm. I think it was blowing like 3 or 4 knots. I mean, the waters were clear. It was a great day to be on the water. Sunshine, not cloudy at all. And I mean, it was a great day to be out there on 4th of July. And so, I mean, we followed each other out, and I mean, it was calm. It was calm. On the way back, it was a little more rough, but it was not anything all my buddies' boats couldn't handle, or like it wasn't like we were getting really beat up or anything. I mean, it was pretty calm.
And so you guys get out there. I'm assuming that you line the boats up because I'm envisioning the picture of getting out there, and there's hundreds of boats. Mm-hmm. There's thousands of people. Yeah. So it wasn't just you guys on a deserted island.
Of course not.
A few people. This is thousands of people out there.
Right.
And there's a lot of people doing what? What does it look like when you first pull up?
I pull up, and we pulled up at 10:30. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, early afternoon. I mean, it wasn't. But 10:30 is still pretty early in the day. And when we got there, there was already 3 rows of boats lined up all the way, like I said, until I could see. And
when you say all you can see, you're speaking about miles.
Yeah.
Of boat. When we went out there earlier today, when we went out there, the island is massive.
Correct.
I mean, it's just several miles long.
Roughly 10 to 12 miles. I mean, it's.
So do you think that the boats were stretching from one end to the next, or just a small area of about a mile or less than a mile of boats?
Well, I mean, I think there was boats all the way around the entire island, but I think some spots were more popular than others. Like the West Tip is usually very, very crowded on the 4th of July, and everybody knows that. So that's where a lot of people park because they want to be around other people. And the East End's a little more, there's not as many people, but there's still a lot of boats out there. I mean, it's not like every area of Horn Island was covered 100%.
Wow. So you get out there, y'all jump out. What do? When I say jump out, you're obviously not just sitting on the boat. The island is there. Like, what exactly are people doing there? Like, are you spending more time in the water, on the island, in the boat? Like, how is that look out there?
I mean, everybody, as soon as you get there, I mean, there's people on boats, grabbing drinks and food, whatever else. Like, I mean, everybody is fully prepared for the 4th of July. They bring all the drinks and food that they need because I mean they've been preparing for 4th for a little while now. But when we got there, I helped my buddies tie the boats up because the tie line was right here, the Palm Beach was in the middle, and then the Triton was on the outer side, and there was about a drop off from where the bow was. I mean, if you jumped off the bow, you were probably about neck deep in water, but if you got off the stern, you were probably waist deep in water. I mean, but when we got there, we tied up, got, bow and rear anchor set, and we tied up all the boats, made sure they were good, and everyone just got on the water. Then eventually, next thing you know, it's our group, and then, next thing you know, there's 50 other people around us, and then it just grew and grew as the day came on, and I mean, that's just how it was. Everybody's drinking, I mean, it's 4th of July. Everyone's just trying to enjoy themselves, and it's a big party, basically, big party.
Yeah, so y'all pretty much having a good time. Just like anybody would imagine, 18-year-olds, probably 20-year-olds, college students, out on the island, women. You probably had alcohol, so y'all having a good time.
Yeah, of course.
And so where's Nolan in this? You guys out there, the friend groups are out there, 3 boats full of people that came out there that seem to be the closest friend group.
Right.
Where's Nolan in this in comparison to where you and others are at?
Well, I had a couple conversations with Nolan that day, and I talked to him and a couple of my other buddies in a group. I was not focused on anyone solely, like looking and pointing anyone out, because there's so many people out there. I mean, I was talking to my friends that I haven't seen in a while from high school. I was talking from people I knew from college. I was talking to, everybody my age, and even people older than us were, over there. It was just a regular thing. We're all used to this. We've been out to the islands before. My buddies don't just go out to the island on 4th of July, but they go out, every weekend. Like, I fish the islands. I don't just, fish around Horn Island. I fish around Ship Island too. So I'm very familiar with the islands. And I feel like it was just a big, I talked to Nolan, and, Nolan was drinking. Everybody was drinking, most of everybody. And Nolan seemed completely fine every time I talked to him. We had just regular conversations, and Nolan was making me laugh. I had a couple conversations with Nolan and Javon. Nolan and my buddy James, I can tell you, I talked to Nolan a couple times, but it wasn't like I was strictly sitting there talking to Nolan the whole day. There was hundreds of people I knew out there, so.
Yeah, and Nolan said something interesting you told me about this. Something he said to you, I would say would be indicative of y'all's friendship.
Right.
And then he also mentioned something to you about that particular day and what it meant to him.
Right.
And could you share that?
Right. Yeah. So Nolan and my buddy Javon are talking, and I grew up with Nolan, and Nolan's just all, like I said, like just so joyful, like always happy. Like every picture I have with Nolan or picture I have of Nolan, he's smiling. Like he's always happy. If I always need like a shed of light, I'm calling Nolan, and Nolan and I laugh and joke a lot. Like that's how our friend group is. We're really jokingly laugh. No one takes anything that serious. We enjoy our time together. There's never any awkwardness within our friend group. We're very, very tight. So if I ever need to get something off my chest or talk to anybody, I'm talking to all my friends. I'm not just talking to like specifically anybody. I would go out, like even if I'm having issues with something, I go talk in my group chat, and my guys are there to, give me a hand anytime I need it. And all my guys are, all my buddies are the same exact way. Nolan was the same exact way. If you ever need something, I'm here, man. Like that's how he was. So.
And here, Warren says Nolan was his usual joyful self, making everyone laugh. He says everyone was drinking, Nolan included, and they were just having a big party, a big 4th of July party. He even mentions their group chat, how they always have each other's backs if anyone has issues, including Nolan and everyone else. It sounds so normal, so routine, but then things change at that point.
And then you guys get ready to leave prematurely.
Right.
And explain that, because you guys got there around 10.
Yeah.
It's now 4:30.
Right.
People are still out there partying, and they're having a good time, but something happened to where it necessitated you guys to get the boat up and running. Can you explain that?
They got there at 10:30 a.m., but then Warren says they had to leave prematurely at 4:30 p.m. because something necessitated them to get the boat moving. Obviously odd to me without explanation. And at this part, the end of part 1, we do not have the explanation, because that's where it ends. What happened at 4:30? If the party was still going strong for thousands of people, why did they personally have to leave at 4:30? You guys, this is only part 1. I have so many questions. I know you all have a million questions. Let's talk about it in the comments. Is Warren telling the truth about the crowd to show that there is no way a crime could even happen unseen? Or is this 4:30 p.m. mystery the key to everything? Part 2 is out, and we will have reacted to that also. Just give me a little bit of time to get to it. And yeah, so tell me your theories below. Do you believe him? That is the simple question that I have right now. Do you believe him? Yes or no? So that's that. That's part 1. And you know what we always say here? The truth deserves to be told, even if it is hard to hear. We do not know the truth completely yet in this case of Nolan Wells. The blame game that's going around, I'm sorry, but even Nancy Grace last night is like, something's not right here. I understand something's not right here, but I don't believe it's either the people that is getting the blame for this, or it's something different, someone different, something else happened. I don't know. Do you guys think this was an accidental drowning? Or do you guys think the best friends done something to him and then left him in the water? I need to know your thoughts. If you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Go check out our other content. I will have part 2 up soon. I need comments, guys. I need you to comment and let me know what you're thinking about this case, because it's everywhere. So many differing opinions that I cannot even think straight anymore. Have a great day, guys. Stay safe. Bye.
Get the action a little quicker.